For Action News, I'm Anna Samofska. We cannot stress how important it is to vaccinate your children, and sadly we talk about this issue way more than we want to. A measles outbreak in Ohio has now reached 68 cases, the most reported in any state since 1996. The outbreak is part of a larger, more serious issue with many Amish communities refusing to vaccinate children. This particular outbreak began after Amish missionaries returned from the Philippines, a country experiencing a large ongoing measles outbreak with more than 26,000 cases reported. Those affected may suffer from a fever or a rash. It could lead to ear infections and pneumonia, and in rare cases, it can be fatal. ACTRA's Associate Director of Public Health, Ariel Savransky, explains why it's important to halt the spread of the anti-vaccine movement.
The reality is that if there is a group of people that chooses not to vaccinate their children, bringing one person into that population who has been exposed to measles can really result in, a trickle-down effect where they just infect the whole population. And that's what happened in the Amish community. The Amish traditionally have very low vaccination rates. There's some sort of, religious idea that if you choose to vaccinate your children, you're giving more power to man than to God. They think that vaccines are unsafe, which is, a very common misconception in our population. So we really need to work on educating these groups of people as to why they really do need to vaccinate their children and why vaccinations are completely safe. In the case of the Amish, one person who lived in that community went to the Philippines, was exposed to measles, and brought it back to the community. If they had chosen to vaccinate their children, then this outbreak may not have happened.
To read this story and others, you can head to our website, acsha.org, that's acsh.org, and while you're there, don't forget to also sign up for your daily dose of news delivered right to your inbox. For ACTRA, I'm Anna Samofska.